Hey everyone, how you going? This video is about we're at Dry Lakes Racings for 2025. We had the amazing opportunity to interview the US team, in particular the owner, her Marlowe, the crew chief Korey, Michael, who was the race car driver for Target 550, and Rob, who happened to be also a world champion on the crew as well. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and a big special thanks to the US team as well for giving me that amazing opportunity. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers. G'day, how you going? To speak to Marlowe from America, who's a team owner, and we'll be just asking a couple of questions, so hope you enjoy. Just for the purpose of the camera, Marlowe, just introduce yourself, who you are.
My name is Marlowe Treit. Been a land speed racer for a number of decades, and this car that we have here was built specifically to set the land speed record of wheel-driven vehicles.
And that record would be the Target 550, is that the...
That's why it's called Target 550. Significant time in the wind tunnel prior to making body panels and what have you. Firmly believe that at some point in time we'll pop that 500 mile an hour number. I want to go 550, and I don't see any reason why not, but the planets have to be lined up.
Yes.
Yeah, we have 186,000 miles by air over the last couple of years to make that first run, and we haven't got it done.
Yes, because of COVID and all that. And
my crew comes from Kansas, from Western Canada, several places in Oregon, and they're all volunteers.
And where are you from, sir?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. That's Oregon. The northwest?
Northwest, yeah.
Northwest, yeah. Wow, and this is obviously a lifetime passion of yours to pull this together and to fund such an expensive activity to come to Australia?
I was a motorcycle drag racer, and I got an opportunity to go to Bonneville because I was very successful for a couple of years with a motorcycle, and a gentleman by the name of Pat Connolly, who was the cam grinder, got me an invitation to go to Bonneville in 1959.
59.
Wow. And at that time there was no motorcycle classes. 25 motorcycles were allowed to run for AMA speeds, and AMA had left 25 into it. So he got me an invitation, and I went for a few years with motorcycles. Then between going into the service and having some changes, I got into cars, and this is my 14th project per se, but this one here has consumed me.
So, you obviously the team is volunteering their time, but just the expense to move such a large body of people and all the sea containers and the car itself to Australia. You obviously like it here in Australia, like this lake, do you, in terms of its ability to give you this ambition of yours to get a Target 550?
I had hoped to get the car done in time to run it at Bonneville, which we'd run for many years. These salt flats there have deteriorated so badly that we ran this car there several years ago, and on 20% throttle, it ran 385 miles an hour in the first set of clocks, and we had chute failures, and the car had trouble stopping. And I determined then that I was never going to run there again because I can't afford time-wise to repair the car.
No.
So
if you don't mind me asking, sir, how old are you? Approximately. It's fine.
87.
No, you are kidding me.
I've been going to Salt Flats racing for 70 years, and I've held records in a number of classes, personally as well as with other people. A couple of guys here that are with me, I've put in cars that they've got their 300 mile an hour, 200 mile an hour records and what have you. So I've enjoyed the sport, always been an amateur, always done it out of my own pocket.
Wow.
And so it's not something that a lot of people stand even, just the logistics of getting here,
And to achieve that outcome this weekend, potentially to get the 550, to achieve that outcome potentially to get the 550 would be a lifetime ambition in terms of your 87 years.
I think this year I have a new driver, so we have to do some driver training, and we should, I would say, easily go 400 here. We're the record holder here at 354 or 345.
So
Yeah. But that's an insignificant number. We never made it to lights here with both engines running.
No.
That's one engine dragging the other, and it still goes 360 miles an hour. So it's potentially dangerous.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You're and what do you think of Australia in terms of what the Dry Lakes Racing entity here and how it's all coming together and the lake itself?
I came here in 18. We ran in 18, and then we came back in 20, and COVID hit, and then we came back in 21 or 22, and it rained out, and so we left the car here, came in 24, and it rained out. So we left the car here, got an extension on the permit, and left the car here. So the car's been here for over a year.
Wow.
So we had it warehoused and in Adelaide, and so we've been a couple of weeks in Adelaide, had the car out and doing some maintenance. It takes somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 hours to prepare the car for a 55-second run.
Wow. Jeez.
Man hours.
That's amazing.
And, yeah. So it's not particularly a good investment of time.
No. And you're obviously, a passionate man, to come over all the way. So what do you think of the Australians and just our approach to it? Where do you see, you find them hostile,
Yeah, we bring 15,000 items in these containers, 15,000 items, and we can't, it's so specialized that I can't depend on any part here.
No.
But we enjoy the people, we enjoy the scenery, this is the only place on earth right now that I can get to with this car.
Oh, wonderful. That is amazing. You're, what you're doing is just absolutely amazing, and for all the Australian viewers out there, and there's quite a few of them, they'll be really, really keen to see this thing perform. I'll be watching closely with a close eye, and I'll have a look, and I really thank you for your time and appreciate what you're what you're doing here, because you elevate the standards to what we do in Australia,
The gentleman here was a top fuel champion in the United States in 1979.
We had a bit of a...
Only top fuel champion in the world,
Yeah, wow, and
so,
the fact that you've got such a wonderful crew,
So when he says something, I listen.
Yeah, and your crew chief as well, what a gentleman he's been. Particularly with Coles, with the Australian team that I'm with, he knows them quite well over the last 2 or 3 years, in the sense of when they've been here. No, well, I won't hold you up any longer. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will, if it does really well, I'll grab a couple of seconds of your time, and I'd like to see the expression on your face if your team does really well with the car as well. So
just getting here and just getting it done and prepping it. Hair stones up in my arm.
Yeah, I understand, sir.
When that quits, I'm all done.
No, and the fact that you're doing this, at your age, is a testament to your own determination.
23 years ago, I was within 60 days of being under the grass.
Yeah, right.
And a GP discovered a heart problem with mine, and I was operated on in a matter of days. Yeah. And if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't be here.
So, from a business point of view, have you been a businessman in your working life, or you a tradesman, or?
I call myself a blacksmith, and I have a machine shop, and I've had several businesses, and gone through a number of business opportunities. I've run auto parts or a shop and run my own, and had some property, and property treated me well. But I quit working for somebody else in 1972, and I still work for myself 7 days a week.
Wow, you haven't stopped. You're never going to let up.
And my partner these days was willed to me. We were both widows about 20 years ago, and she contacted me about some problem she had with her car, and we've been together ever since.
Well done. You inspire me, to someone, and I'm still in my 50s, so I've got a little way to go. But to hopefully, I'm standing here like you are at 87 is a testament for everyone. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Marlowe. Thank you very much for your time. So you're a gentleman. Thank you, sir. G'day, Korey. It's nice to meet you. Thanks. Thanks very much for having a chat to us. My name's Chris, as I said the other night. We're just here at Dry Lakes Racing. So just a bit of a background on the US team that's come over here.
Okay, car we put together over the course of 12 years. We ran it first in 2014.
Yeah.
We've managed to go 385 in the States. We've run 345 here with some problems. We've got everything fixed, we hope.
Yep.
And we're back to see if we can go really fast.
Yeah. I've just noticed the hat. It's got the big 200 on there, which everyone obviously aspires to. So that's a Bonneville one, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And how did you get that one?
The owner of this car, when I met him, he was running a Lakester. And we ran it a number of years. I was crew guy for him, and then I had opportunity to drive it, and ran a class called B Fuel Lakester, and I ran 278, set the record at 276.998.
And what's your role here with the team?
I'm crew chief.
The crew chief. So you oversee the whole works in terms of the whole...
Yeah, use the term loosely, but yeah.
Yeah, right. So what do we got here? What's
Okay.
you got target 550?
Yeah, the name of the project's Target 550. Our goal is 550 miles an hour. Car has 2 blown Hemis, 496 cubic inch each, 2 Whipple superchargers. Car is 4-wheel drive. We run the Goodyear Land Speed tires. It has highly modified Palabrand quick change rear ends with 1.5 to 1 ring and pinion.
For our Aussie audience, that's 550 mile an hour. What's about
880 Ks.
880 kilometres an hour. Wow. That thing is huge. And how long is it?
Car's 43 feet long, so 10, 11, 12 meters plus.
Yeah, and its weight?
No, car's black.
No, how much does it weigh?
Oh, I'm sorry, 4 ton.
4 tonne. And how much fuel will it use in a pass?
12 to 13 gallons for each motor.
Okay, so our Australian audiences, that's
50 liters. 50 liters per, roughly.
Yeah, wow. That is impressive. And I just noticed the setup here is just next level, you know.
We've got to be as ready as we can. Yeah. The support equipment is every bit as important as the car, because without one, the other's no good. So.
And the owner is here? Is he?
He's probably going for lunch. It's lunchtime.
Oh, okay, no worries.
We'll catch up with him later.
Yeah, no worries. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. I look forward to seeing it go down the track and hopefully get some footage and that. And, you all travel out here from the US, and how long have you been in the country for?
We got here February 12th, so it's what 16 days, 17 days.
Yeah, right. I'll just go to the young fella's way. He doesn't feel something. Yeah, right. Okay, excellent.
Yeah. So you want some detail pictures, things like the injector hats. So the guy that used to drive the car for us has a machine shop at home and does some very nice work. He made those. They're contoured to fit the body of the car.
Yeah,
if you notice the butterflies, there's 3 different sizes, 3 different shapes, and then different yet again from the one for the rear motor. They're very nice pieces.
And how many parachutes does this have?
4 parachutes.
4 parachutes.
We put them out in pairs.
Oh, okay, pairs. And who drives this?
Mike Brixton.
Right,
local
Mike.
from Adelaide here.
Oh, okay. And where does he sit?
Way back there.
Oh, you mind if we have a quick look?
No, please do.
I'll leave you alone then.
Okay.
Oh, wow, all the way down here. This is next level. You mind if we just have a quick look?
No, please. Mike's office.
Yeah. 880 kilometres an hour in that thing. Ah, right, okay. So it
makes it easy to get in and out.
Yeah. And this is the team that they're all mechanics, or what's their backgrounds in terms of professionalism?
Well, there's Joel.
Joel, what's he do?
He's the newest one for our team. He came over from the States and wound up staying here for a while.
Right.
What do you do, Joel?
You have to eat again? Belts right now.
Right.
Belts and driver training.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And do you have they have trades or like skills? You know, like
if you
engineers.
Look, most everybody here is retired.
Right. Okay.
I'm 2 years away from it.
Stainless runs a Lakester at Bonneville. He's gone 260 with a 1-liter Lakester.
Wow.
How many years have you been running the box car?
Since 1984.
There you go. So
wow. When I was still in high school, but anyway.
He's a B-52 repairman before he retired.
And the other gentleman?
Rob is top fuel world champion, 1979.
1979, top
fuel dragster world champion.
In the US?
In the US, yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
And then John next door, he's a mechanic at a Ford dealer for what, 33 years? 40 years? Okay, so you can say he's mechanically inclined.
Are you all from the north? You said you're from the northwest?
Yeah, he's from Vancouver, BC. Rob's from Bremerton. Bremerton, close enough. He's from Wichita, Kansas, and Joel's homeless.
Right.
Joel's homeless.
Well, we could adopt him in Australia then. How's that? I don't know if you want to move. So what do you think of, just before we wrap up, what do you think of the Australian version in terms of Bonneville? Obviously it's not the same level, but the Dry Lakes racing here, this setup, how do you...
It's wonderful.
Yeah?
It is.
And how do you find
when you say it's not at the level of Bonneville, kind of is. I mean, they put on a really good event here.
Yeah.
The safety crew is as good as you'll find anywhere. The salt is incredible. It beats Bonneville all hollow.
Oh, right, okay.
People are just wonderful. They do everything they can to help.
And the Aussies, you get along well with, we have a good, strong relationship with the Aussies.
Oh, yeah, great people. They treat us very well.
Yeah, good.
We don't want for anything. Something comes up we need, it shows up in spades.
Well, thank you very much. I really
my
appreciate
pleasure.
it, sir.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
very much. I really, thanks very much for your time. It's been good.
Okay.
G'day everyone, how you going? It's been a great opportunity to interview Rob, and I'll let him tell his story. But we're here at Target 550, which is the US team that's come all the way from America out here to Australia to Dry Lakes and race what is an awesome car, which we'll see in a sec. So I'll turn it around and just turn it. So Rob, thanks very much for your time, and I appreciate you for the interview.
Yeah, you're
so just for the benefit of the Australian audience, just a bit of a background of who you are.
Well, my name is Rob Bruins, and I happen to be part of the team that we won the Top Fuel World Championship for the National Hot Rod Association in 1979.
Wow.
After finishing third the year before. So,
And what speed was that at?
we were running right at 250 miles an hour in the quarter mile, and at 5.7 seconds was my quickest run.
Wow, and that was at, where was that in the US?
I think my quickest run happened at Fremont, California.
Right.
You know, but the World Championship actually, as they refer to it, was a series of events.
Yeah.
At the time, they ran 10 national events,
Yeah.
and then a series of regional events that you could go to also. So.
Yeah. And how long have you been in this game, this racing, Dry Lakes?
Dry Lakes, I've only been involved with this car for about 5 years.
Yeah.
But at 5 years' time, I probably only have worked on it for 2 months.
Oh,
really,
because of all the COVID and everything.
Yeah, with the COVID, and when you go to the Dry Lakes, you're only there a week. Kind of a thing. So
And so what do you think of the Aussie space out here at
this,
Lake Gairdner?
it's the finest I've seen in the world.
Wow.
I mean, it's vastly superior to Bonneville, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be part of the inspection team that came out a couple weeks ago, and I can tell you that my jaw dropped. It was just the salt is so hard and so smooth. Virtually you could run here without any grooming of the track.
Right.
Yeah.
And so going back to 1979, it's a little while ago now.
Yeah.
We're talking 46 years.
Yeah.
So you're obviously a younger fella then. What were you doing in your life when you were doing that race and obviously becoming a world champion?
That's what I did. I got lucky enough that from the time I was 26 years old, I was a professional race car driver.
Wow.
So I was involved with building the car and maintaining the car and getting it wherever it had to be.
And that was through sponsorship and all that sort of stuff, or is it something you did in your own, generated your own income and you did all that yourself, or was you a big team?
No, actually I started as a mechanic working on people's cars, and I was wondering about what the possibilities were going to be if I was ever going to get to drive. And a car owner one time told me I needed to get some experience, so I bought a junior fuel dragster, an injected fuel dragster, and ran that for a couple of years to get some experience. And then when another opportunity came, a guy gave me the opportunity to drive his top fuel dragster, and from there I went to a fuel funny car for a while, and then back to dragsters, and I can say I vastly like the dragsters better.
So you reflect on your career. Are you retired now?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
You reflect over all those years and that. Is there any? Obviously, that's a major highlight, becoming a world champion in your own right. That not many people can claim. But obviously, it's a difficult sport to get into as well, because it typically requires a fair bit of money. It's not a cheap sport.
Well, it's really changed, because back, when I got started, one or two guys could get together and afford to do this. We still used a lot of wrecking yard parts.
Yeah, right.
It's just gotten increasingly expensive. I was fortunate. I got involved with a guy named Gaines Markley, and Gaines was an accomplished driver and racer in his own right, and but he had some medical problems, and he put me in the car, and yeah, as they say, the rest is history.
The rest is history. Well, it's not very often I get to speak to a world champion, particularly in drag car racing and so on. So, and then it doesn't really matter what year it was, does it? Because you know, once you've done it once, you don't really need to do it again.
No, you don't. But there are still milestones out there that, you know, that I was lucky enough that after I retired from Top Fuel racing, I started to raise a family and didn't travel around. And some other guys asked me if I'd drive a gas-powered dragster competition eliminator car, which I found to be a real challenge compared to the Top Fuel car even to drive. 5-speed transmission, small block Chevrolet on gasoline, and I'll tell you, I was every bit as proud of winning a divisional championship in that car as I was a world championship in Top Fuel.
And so how did you get into this Target 500 project with Marlowe, the owner, and obviously Korey being the crew chief? So you obviously, in your role, you indicated you're a mechanic on this absolutely beast. We'll just turn around and give us a bit of a look at it. We're allowed to go in, are we?
Sure, go on in.
We'll move around. It's all ready. So is this racing today, or is it?
No, because Michael Brixton, our driver, is involved with his own Ute project, which he's had going for a couple of years, or a few years, and and he hasn't driven for a few years either. So he's going to be getting up to speed in his Ute, which he should be able to qualify pretty easily for his 200-mile-an-hour license. And then once he's kind of done that, he set his records with his Ute, then he's going to get over here. So we probably won't run this car at least till tomorrow, you know, maybe the next day, depending on when he's done.
Just look at that thing. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is.
43 feet long.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Yeah, with the two Chrysler engines.
And your role here on this Target 550 project is you're the mechanic, and you volunteer your time to come out here. What does your family think of all this?
Well, unfortunately, my wife just passed away.
My condolences.
Yeah, thank you. Just this last May. So, so there's nobody. Yeah, but they're grown. My youngest daughter just turned 40 yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Congratulations on that as well.
So, and my dad's still alive at 96.
Wow.
And you know, he wouldn't like. He likes it that I'm not in the car anymore.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But no, everybody's excited about you know, me having the experience of being. This is so great being able to come here and.
Don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 75.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're living the dream.
Yeah.
A lot of
Again.
Again. Yeah.
You know.
Just wander down the end there.
Sure.
If that's all right. I'll follow you. Can.
Yeah.
Obviously, the exhaust is it like?
Well, it is 2 engines, and these are custom built fuel injection units on top of the blower.
Right.
Because of the size of the blower, which is larger than anything used in drag racing, and because of the offset of the motor with the shape of the body, both injectors are different.
Right.
In their spacing and whatnot. And unfortunately, with the cover on it, you can't see the intricacy of the extra machining.
When Marlowe and Korey took me for a pass, I managed to see, because all this was off, so it's really good. So now to see the shell on and it off, and obviously this is the cockpit down here.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
You call it a cockpit?
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, and it looks like an airplane engine. Marlowe's background really is in airplanes. Matter of fact, he's named the engines. When we talk about Orville, we're talking about the front engine, and then we talk about Wilbur. Those were the Wright brothers who first flew in Air Force.
Right.
So Orville and Wilbur are our motors. So we never get them confused that way. And
That is impressive. Well, I'm glad I get the chance to talk to you. I really appreciate it, sir. And
yeah,
no, I look forward to seeing this thing go along the front here, and I'll be definitely capturing that. So thank you very much, Rob.
Yeah,
I really
you bet.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thanks for your time as well.
hey,
Awesome stuff.
hope you have a great week here at Speed Week. It's already kind of over the top for me.
Yeah,
it's cool
awesome stuff.
Yeah.
G'day everyone, how you going? It's an absolute pleasure to interview Mike today. He's the not only the owner of a company called Mastic in South Australia, but also, and we'll talk about that, but also the driver for a couple of cars here at Dry Lakes Racing. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to Mike. Firstly, Mike, thanks very much for taking the time to have a chat to me. I really, really appreciate it. Not very often you get to interview race drivers like yourself. So just briefly, how did you come into the sport and how long have you been in it?
We started in the sport about 2008, I think was our first time up.
Yep.
Then we just came up for a look, and then I had a BA Black Falcon Ute, the same one that's here today, that I used for a bit of track work, which was a road car, and we changed it and designed it for the Salt, and over the years we've just progressed, and it's got faster and better.
And just on that, I've seen the Ute go past, and I would love to have the opportunity to just go and get a couple more photos of, or video of, if that's all right.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's here. I noticed you're wearing the 200 mile an hour club, so when did that happen, and how did you get that?
That happened in about 2015, and then we've had a long rebuild of the Ute. So it came back. It would have come back last year, but the meet was cancelled, so it's back this year. So.
And what's the fastest you've done down the track?
That was on the Monday. I think we did a 230 mile an hour down there.
Wow!
So now we're just changing the diff ratios.
Right. Is that a record for the?
It's a record for my class. It's my own record. So we haven't reset the record because we didn't do a backup run.
Right.
But that's the best run we've had. So our old record was about 210, 211. So we've eclipsed that by a bit. So.
And you're a business leader in your own right. You own the company Mastic.
Yes.
So what's that about? What's Mastic?
We make the wheelie bins, the garbage bins you see around the place.
As in, when we say around the place, we're talking...
At your home, through the councils.
What, the whole country?
Through the waste. We sell them all around Australia. We're not the only manufacturer,
but a major producer.
Yeah, we're one of a few.
Right, wow.
We sell them in New Zealand, so yeah, we're quite busy. It keeps us busy.
So, being a business leader, you obviously, do you support the Dry Lakes Racing? And
yes, we do. We're one of the major sponsors here, have been for a long time. Good group of people, so well worth supporting.
And you're obviously part of this, as the race driver, you're part of this Target 550, which is the US team that's come over here. How did that come about?
I met Marlowe in 2018. I was the SA liaison for South Australia, so when they decided they wanted to come over, they contacted me, or Korey Bligh did. I spoke to Korey. Les Davenport was another one. He was the driver back then. So they came over, had a look, came out to the lake during a race meet, I think in 2018, I believe, and then decided to bring the car out the following year. So I think that was 19, and then subsequently years after that, but we had a few rainouts, and then COVID hit, which didn't help. So this is their first time back since about 2018, 2019. So
you've indicated, about the 230, 240, in that range for your car. What's the apprehension, or in terms of going to potentially 550 mile an hour?
Yeah, we had
been up that speed before.
We had a on the Ute, we had a oil pressure problem. So we believe we fixed that. So we can go out now once the wind stops, which is likely to be tomorrow now. We'll just go out and go as hard as we can and see where we go.
Have you done that speed before?
Which speed, sorry?
The 550?
No.
How's your nerves feeling about that?
I'm reasonably calm about it. I've just got to have a clear head when I get in there and just be thinking about what I'm doing.
Because we're talking over 800 kilometres an hour here. Because that would certainly be a significant achievement in anyone's lifetime to be able to do that speed.
I don't think it's been done anywhere before, and we're just going to have to see how the weather goes and cross our fingers and hope all the stars align, and we'll see how it goes. I've got to go out and do a few more runs in the car first. before I get carried away.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mike. I really appreciate your time. It's not very often, as I said, I speak to a gentleman like yourself and a business leader in your own right as well that not only supports. Probably my last question is, what do you actually think of the lake itself in terms of the salt, the quality of the lake, and so on?
Oh, it's fantastic. I don't believe there's anywhere like it in the world.
Yeah,
it's quite unique. People don't understand it until they come out of here. And the whole thing about the Salt Lake racing is the trip, the journey, and the people. It's people from all over the world. It's fantastic.
And do you you've got your own team with you?
I've got eight of the Americans have come out for Target 550, and I've got another eight involved on my other crew for the Ute. So it's a fair contingency here.
Yeah, you have. That's a big. I mean, that's a big business. That's a big team, and the fact that you're a major contributor in your own right as well keeps this place going, keeps it alive, and I can't thank you enough for that as well. So I look forward to seeing you have a great successful run tomorrow. I'll be watching with bated breath myself, and I'm sure the Aussie and the US, and I've even got European audiences that watch this. I hope they get an appreciation of what you're about to embark on, hopefully for the next 36 hours. So thanks very much, Mike.
No worries.
I appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
I hate two-stroke motorcycles.
I do too, Marlowe. I do too. This is. So what's it feel like, Marlowe? What's it feel like to finally get it on the track like this?
There's only this. I'm here because there's enough distance to stop. If we have we're doing some shoot testing.
Yep.
And we've had lots of shoot problems.
Yes.
So it's a good thing that Mike needs a couple of test runs.
Yep.
Because I get some shoot information.
Yep.
A lot of stuff there's nothing you can do about, but I can do something with the chutes. I can do something with the engine. Some things I can't do anything with. This morning we did a little test run this morning from the 2 to the 4.
Yep.
And we had wind on the tail.
Yep.
The wind is now turned around, it's on the nose.
Yep.
It makes no difference to me as long as it's not a crosswind.
Yeah. Good luck, sir.
If we can't overpower 5 knots of wind, we should go home.
Yes. Good luck, sir. Good luck.
We've got payment 60 from the US, and we've got